Hello YouTube, Gentleman 2005 here with the review of Kamen Double Sound Capsule Gaia Memory Set 6. Now, yes, I know what you're thinking. You're like, isn't this set like 3 years old? And you'd be correct, it is. But I figured I never did get around to reviewing it for a number of reasons, and it's probably best to do this one before doing the next 3 that are actually somewhat new at this point. So this set has 12 memories in it. The first 6 are doubles, 6 main memories with a sound clip of either Shotaro or Joker, or of Philip or Shotaro, depending on whose memory it is. And then we have Jigamajin, Deno's climax form, Amazon, O's Tatoba, and then Shippu and Kirafuda. And those are made a little bit to look more like modern memories than the ones that were in that dream sequence of the past. And we'll see that in a second. So first up is Cyclone. You can see it looks just like the normal Cyclone memory, right? Just the Gashapon capsule version. We snap it together, put the sticker on. So let's go through the sounds it's got. The name. Insert it into the driver sound. Activation. Right. So that was 2 separate ones, Cyclone and then the transformation. Right, and Iko, Shotaro. And then it cycles back to Philip. To the Cyclone name. Moving on to Joker. Same thing, name and activation. Or name and waiting sound, then the activation. Ikuze, Aibo. Right? So, Shotaro's one of his catchphrases, I guess. Then on to Heat. You can see all 6 of these are basically the same. Alright, so say that's interesting, right? It's fascinating, like he does. And then Metal. And these are all same capsule memories. They all look just like their deluxe counterparts that came with the driver and the weapons. Metal's transformation. Alright, this is, we're double, we're the 2 in 1 or something like that. So, you notice, you hear that click, that really hard to press thing. That tends to happen with memories after a while. I'm not really sure why, but it does. It's like they freeze up. They'll actually freeze up to the point where you can't push the button at all. Pretty much you just unscrew the back to 8 screws and realign the components inside. It takes about 2 minutes. It's pretty easy, and then it works just like Heat does, because I had to do that actually the other day to Heat. And I got to do it to Metal to loosen it up again. Anyway, next up is Luna, right? Just like the regular Luna memory. Shotaro. Alright, so another Philip phrase, and then finally for this part, Trigger. Toriga! Alright, so let's go hard-boiled, because, Shotaro thinks he's hard-boiled, but he's half-boiled. So those are doubles memories, right? Now, we've had versions of them before, with and without sound clips, with the voices. And then now we're going to go on to the back row, which starts with our next Imagine, the 6th Imagine we had to get, Jig. You can see it says Jig Imagine right there, and it's got him. And it's got kind of that, like, swan, all design in the background. It's all white. It's got his music. Coding. Manwojiste. So his phrase, right? Advent to the top. I think I waited too. Yeah, I waited too long. All right. Oh goodness. All right, and then it cycles through. So it's got like three phrases. I think it's three, and then it goes back to the music again. And it's really nice to have if you, let's see, these four right here, right? Momo, Yura, Kin, Ryu. And then you can add, even though they're all sparkled and Jeeg is not, you can add Jeeg to their number, right? And then if you have Deneb, right, you can add him to the mix. And even Deneb got the sparkles. Don't know why they didn't give Jeeg the sparkles, maybe because it's a white memory, I don't know. Right, so now you can have all 6 Imagin all together, and then just hit them all repeatedly. So anyway, moving along from that to Den-O climax form, right? And that's so it says Max Rider Den-O, right there. It's a gold tip. Jeeg was a silver tip, so we'll explore that when we do in the the transformation sounds, and then so there's Momo, Ura, Kin, Ryu. Transformation sound. Right, so all the different parts of the transformation, and then back to Momo, Yura, Kin, Ryu. Now, Amazon, right here, it says Max Rider Amazon, right, and then I believe this is one of our first Showa Rider ones since Ichigo way back when, which as it turns out I never reviewed, but that's beside the point. Hey, at least I have it, unlike Dawson. So, let's see what his sounds are. Ah. Ma. Zong. So that right there is 4 separate sounds. Amazon Tomodachi. Whoa. And that yell. And it goes back to the ah. So now on to, and he's gold tip as well. Now on to O's. Right, so he's silver tipped. It says Kamen Rider O's, so that's how we do people after Decade. It's a red memory for whatever reason, I guess because Taka is red. Ozu. The metal scan. Reading the metals. And then back to O's. So he's a silver tip, and let's see, where was the last? We've had more than one O's. If I can find it. The last one's also a silver tip, so you can't do them together or anything. And then Shippu and Kirifuda. Let's grab them both together. So these are those like old time in the dream sequence Gaia memories that Shotaro and Philip used that were made of wood. Here they're this clear gold brown color. Right, with the Shippu and Kirifuda and the C and J on them. Okay, otherwise they're quite plain. So let's get their sounds. First, Shippu. The waiting sound. And back to Shippu. So now Kirifuda. And back to Kirifuda. So just those 3 sounds each. And now let's kind of cart these guys away and bring the driver in here. Okay. So now when I use these, we're going to do these 3 first. And there's no talking, right? So you don't get any phrases with this. But you do get the standard transformation sound. That brings back so many fun memories. And because metal is stuck, the button's not hitting right. And I have to... That's also something that happens when you have to fix the memories, is that it doesn't work really correct when you put it in the driver. And actually, if I could have just shown it, it got really stuck under there. So I'm going to have to fix that after this video's over. Alright. Now for these, now I'm going to do Jig with Climax, since they're opposite tabs. So I guess this combination gives you something amalgamated like Choke Climax, I guess, since this is without Jig and then I added Jig to it. That's kind of fun. So then we're going to go ahead and do Amazon and O's. There's a lot of yelling. There's a lot of yelling when he's involved. Alright. And finally, okay, let's try Shippu and Kirafuda. So that's that transformation. And you can mix and match them with Cyclone and Joker if you want. And then let's do a couple, let's see, different ones. I can do Jig with regular Den-O. It's a little less noisy than Climax, but it's a little less accurate too, since that's kind of more sword form. I guess. Let's see. Let's see. Do we want to do anybody else? I think there's a. Let's see. Ichigo is silver. Let's get him in here with Amazon. So that's fun, right? You can, and I have like a bajillion Gaia memories here, and we're definitely not going to do like we used to and do all possible combinations ever, because we'd be here for another hour. So let's just go ahead and put them all back and wrap this up. So this is a pretty good set. You know, you get little voice clips with your double memories, which is always nice because you get, you know, show it's your own Philips voices. And it's the same thing, just obviously without lights, as the deluxe version that came with the toys. And then you have a decent O's memory, if you don't already have one. You have an Amazon, who, you know, Amazon for some reason is always very popular. And then you have Climax Den-O to add to your Den-O memories. And then you have Jig to add to your Imagine, and you have Shippu and Kirafuda. So that's nice, and we will see in set 7 a different version of Shippu and Kirafuda, so we'll take a look at that, as well as some other fun memories. So we have 3 more sets coming up, so look forward to that. And until next time, check out the podcast, RalphReignsNovels.com, bringing you the latest Toku news in the craziest way possible. As always, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.